everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Let me tell you what, if you like this video, this type of content, definitely if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing, and don't forget to thumbs up this video, and don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications for the next upload. So for those who are new to the channel, I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that's when you will see videos over here. So as you can tell by the title, I am coming in with look number 4 from my 5-piece Summer Nights collection. And so if you missed the previous video, go watch that because it's all about the top, the Vogue top with the pants. But this is all about the pants. This is, let me grab the pattern here, Simplicity 9595, which apparently used to be Simplicity 5082. I just picked this up in April of this year. It is listed as a super jiffy pattern and is one main pattern piece, easy cut, easy sew. It really is so easy. However, okay, you guys, you're gonna laugh in this video. You are. And if you don't, you're taking life too serious. Let me share with you some things about this pattern. First of all, sizing. It's a one size pattern. So, meaning, you know, supposedly, I don't know if that necessarily means one size fits all, or I'm thinking it just means there's just one size range in the pack. So that's what I have, and this size is on the back is listed as small, medium, large. Those are the sizes within the pack, and then it gives you the waist measurement. So, and this is key, this tells you how much ease is in a pattern. My waist is currently 41 and a half, and then my hip is still sitting around 52. So for this, it says the waist for large is between 32 and 34. Now, okay, obviously that's like a 10-inch difference, and then the hips 42 to 44. Obviously, again, the range there. So obviously there is a lot of ease built into this pattern. Now the thing is, on the pattern, it doesn't give you a size. How you can measure it is taking that waist, once you lay the pattern piece out, and just measure all the way across what that waist would be. And then you'll have your waist, the true waist, the finished garment, what it is. And so it does calls for quite a bit of fabric. I highly suggest, even whether it's because you're cutting on the crosswise, and it says that here, you cannot cut it the normal selvage to selvage in half and then put your pattern piece down. It's not big enough, so you have to cut it the opposite way. And I'll throw in a clip probably over me sharing with you, or I'll just drop in a clip how I cut my pattern piece out, so at least that makes sense to you. Okay, so this is literally one pattern piece as it says here, just one. And here is the grain line, and what I'm going to do is iron this pattern piece to make sure it is completely flat, because it is one pattern piece, but one grain line, and it needs to be cut twice. So I am going to share how I'm doing that. I have a ton of fabric for what I plan to use this for, but I'll share with you how I laid everything out once I get the pattern piece ironed and laid on top. Okay, so this is how I had to lay my fabric out. This is selvage. And what I did was just fold it up this way. And I still have quite a bit of fabric left up there if I wanted to make a tank to go with this, which I think would be super cute. But anyway, so I folded it so I can make sure, because that's gonna be the leg piece. So I'm making sure whatever design is on that leg piece looks right. And if I needed to shift it over at all, I could. But I'm thinking this here should be fine. Yeah, I'm looking at the design and how the pants are going to come together. As long as I'm looking at it right. This, I did place this piece in a good spot. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out, and obviously we'll see what it looks like when I am done. So as you can tell, yes, you need a lot of fabric. It calls for 3 1/8 yards. And so I had of this fabric, and I still have a good 1.5 yards. I had so much of this fabric. I bought it. It's completely out of stock. I bought this fabric probably 3 years ago, maybe 4, from So Much Fabric. It's a rayon challis. Absolutely love it. I love the design and everything on it. And this was like the perfect pattern to finally use this fabric. Plus it goes with the whole Summer Nights collection, kind of the theme for some of the pieces. Not all the pieces in my Summer Nights is well, they all will go together aside from the anniversary dress. Obviously the Badgley Mishka dress. And if you missed that, go back and watch that video. And so you do need, for notions, 1/2 inch wide elastic. It says 1 1/8 yard. Again, that could be debatable depending on, because I don't use there isn't an elastic guide measurement for the pattern, but you know, you have to, what's comfortable for you, how you like the snugness of your elastic that's in anything that's in a waistband for you. So you'll have to determine that, but at least have, they say 1 1/8 yard. And then it calls for 2 1/8 yard of 1 inch wide ribbon. I never intended to put ribbon in here. I'll share with you what I did. That was never my intention, but you most certainly can do that. And then you have your hook and eye. And I was confused as to why you need a hook and eye for this pattern, but I'm gonna tell you. And then the types of fabric it calls for is cotton types, linens. I do not suggest linen, and I'll tell you why. Challis, lightweight crepe, double gauze. I don't know if I would even use double gauze, because you know that gauze and that linen have some give and it can tend to grow. And then this, and how you need to get in and out of this, I don't know that you want to manipulate linen and gauze like that, but totally up to you. And then it says border print, printed fabric. So super easy sew, super easy sew. When it's only, you guys, it's only 7 steps to put this thing together. So when I say it's easy, it is easy. However, when it got when it got to the point where you put it on, because I'm thinking the model, when you look at the model, let me show you the model. Okay, you see how this model is? When it got to this step, I was like, well, how did she put these pants on? And so, and so I was like, okay, I don't get it. But you know, you're looking at it, and I had to have my husband help me figure it out, because I was sitting, I was like, okay, they want this hook and eye to go in here. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I get it. I get it. First of all, first and foremost, construction, super easy. They're the side seams, they call for you to press them in 1/4 of an inch and stitch them down. Don't even have you finish it off, which is weird, because when they have you do the casing, they do have you fold it in 1 inch so you have the casing, but then fold the edge of that in 1/4 of an inch so it's clean. And so let me just share with you, and this is the top. You'll see me modeled with the top. So these are the pants, and yeah. Yes, 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 we are going to have a laugh today. So let me hold this up. So these are the pants. Looks pretty big, right? And so one of the things actually I have it backwards. And so here's the front. So you know, when I showed the clip about how I was cutting it out, you definitely want to make sure if you're using a print or design, you know, the crotch area, the butt area, that curve that's going between your legs is not sitting on a design that, you know, won't be, you know, pleasing when you're done. And so I did fine. This is the front and the back, and I'll have video and everything. So one of the things they have you do is the front piece. So this is going to be a little challenging to show, but you know what? I'm going to show y'all how you get in and out of this. And I have a tip for, because if you, I'm going to share my tip, but if you don't do what I suggest, this is not a pair of pants that's favorable for going to the bathroom, and you will see why. But the front part, oh, let me go back to the side seam. So as you can see, let me see if I can get this to zoom in. See, I folded it over twice so it's nice and clean. But the top, they want you to do what I did on the side, but I didn't. I just went ahead and serged it and then turned it down and stitched it, because you do use 1/2 inch excuse me, elastic in the front. So what they want you to do is, it's supposed to be an inch, I believe. Yeah, it's 1 inch. They want you to turn under, excuse me, and stitch down and add the hook and eye. They want you to do this on both sides. Because I was like, why are we using hook and eyes for this? And so let me pull this out, and you'll see why this here became beneficial. And so they want you to stitch it to the inside so you have a hook and eye, because what you will do is wrap this front part. It's supposed to wrap around your entire waist, and you hook it together in the back. Well, this waist is way, when I measure this, I told you what my waist measures. This measures, I don't even think I measured it. Hold on, let me measure it real quick for you, so at least you know. Okay, so it measures 40 inches across. After I end up turning, you're supposed to turn in 1/4 of an inch on the side. I end up turning in 1/2 an inch. So I did lose a total, what is that? 1/4 and 1/4 is a half, 1/2 and 1/2 is 1 inch. But so it should have been 41, but if I'm sitting at 41 and I want 2 more inches of ease, so it's short, right? And so I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. And I do not like hook and eyes anyway. And so what I decided to do, because I was like, these things look huge. Even, you know, I know I'm wrapping everything around, but follow what I'm saying here. And so what I decided to do was, I said, okay, I really don't like that whole hook and eye thing. I don't mind the elastic going through there, because the elastic is in there. But, and I'm holding up the back of the pants. So what I did, I had some bias binding, just maybe 12 inches. I cut it in half, and I just sewed at the end of the elastic, as opposed to stitching it down and doing the hook and eye, because the waist is not large enough. So and I'm going to show you, because I'm going to show you how you put these on. So when I put this on me, I got the elastic in here, right? But at the ends, I have the bias binding that I have attached, and I'm able to adjust that to go around me. And then for the back part, same thing, you create the same casing and everything. But like I said, I never intended to use ribbing, so I use self fabric. And you can do that too. I just like the look of the self fabric. It goes with it. And what I did was I just used my bias tape maker and wiggle, because this is not cut on the bias, but I wiggled it through so it folds, and then I just folded those together so it's clean like this, and ran it through. And let me tell you what little contraption came into play to help me big time, and that was the Clover Clip and Glide Bobkin. Now this, let me show you how this works for those who haven't seen it. linked, I know, in my Amazon store. I'll leave a link to it down below. But anyway, so look at this bobbin. Let me come up. So you have the bobkin, right? All you do is lift this up. See how that lifted? And then you put, and I did this for the ribbon and for this elastic. And so you actually slide the elastic in, and then you just snap that down, and then you feed this through. And this is 1/2 inch elastic. And it went through beautifully. That helped, and it helped when I was feeding through the drawstring as well. So love this little contraption. I have bought my mother one a couple years ago. If you saw my video on it was the box, I forget what it's called, you guys, when you open up a different gift every day. I forgot. I did I forget the name, it's escaping me, but I had bought her one, and I always wanted one, and I had finally gotten me one. So super helpful. And so yeah, so what I am going to do is, and I was thinking, how can I show them this? I am going to put on some biker shorts and a tank so you can see how to get in and out of this, and why I believe the adding the binding to the end of the elastic is beneficial for getting in and out of this when you're going to the bathroom. So hold on, let me switch, move you into a larger space so you can see me, and then yeah, then I'll close out the video. Okay, so I have on a sports bra and a cami, and I put on some biker, some of my workout shorts, so I can at least show you how to get in and out of this. So remember, the front is the front that has the elastic. So this is the front, and this is the back. So I'm gonna let the drop fall back, right? So it's just the front. So how it's supposed to go is, this front part is supposed to go all the way around your waist, and then you use the hook and eye to keep it in place. Well, like I said, I have the waist part is what's connecting back here, but I'm using I added the bias tape to the end of my elastic, and so I still have that here, just so you all can see, right? And so what I am going to do is tie it around at my waist. Hopefully you can see that, and at least this way you can tighten it as much as you would like. And then, so that is around your waist, right? So now this is my front. Now the back, you have to kind of step into it. And again, this is gonna be hard to explain, but you have to pick up the back behind you. This is so funny. So now here's my back. Here's my back, like you see the lady in the illustration in there. So here's my back, here's my string, and you pull it up right on you, and you bring it around, and you just tie her like that. Let me put this down so you can see. So you see that? Let me untie it one last time. So that's it. You make sure you're standing right. You bring that up around you like this, and you tie it. Now remember, I said this can be complicated if you go into the bathroom. How you go into the bathroom? You don't want to be untying this and this whole back piece fall to the floor, which is gross, and then you have this piece that's hooked by a hook and eye. You unhook it. Now that's all the way down on the ground, and you got all this fabric. Everything is on the floor. No, what I intend to do, because I did use elastic, like the instructions say here, and I just tied it in the back. This front piece here, you tie it, you know, as tight as you want in the front. But when going to the restroom, so this is, you know, me in it, right? Super cute, love, 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 right? But now going to the bathroom, I would untie this to a certain point that I can get it over my hips and tie it back. So, you know, you don't have anything loose, and then you have that elastic and you can just shimmy out, use the restroom, and pull her right on back up and then tighten this back to, you know, your level of comfort. That way you're not undressing like all of that in the bathroom, as long as everything is still held together. Now you might, and I did when I took pictures, depending on how you tie this in the back, it could be really cute, I think. Even if you, depending on if you do use a ribbon on the edge of your elastic or bias binding or self fabric, if you untied it and you had it hanging out in the back, you most certainly can. I don't think anything will be wrong with that. You would just have a tie hanging in the front and a tie hanging in the back if you do like I did. But so yeah, that's how you put her on. I absolutely love it. So now let me finish my review. All right, so you have to let me know what you think. You see how I felt like I needed to show you how to put these on, how to keep them up, and especially how to go to the restroom. So I absolutely love them. I want a pair in chambray. I wouldn't mind another, this, like I said, this is a viscose rayon, viscose challis. Could totally see it in this, and that's why I said I wouldn't do it in a linen or a gauze, since those fibers tend to grow or stretch over time. That I think that, yeah, it would, I mean, totally up to you what you want to do, but that's just my thought on using linen or a gauze, even a double gauze. But yeah, absolutely love these. Absolutely love them. I should be popping up pictures and video of how I styled it. I styled it in a black tank that I have. The Know Me 2026 is what that is, the first look. And then the second look is with the top over it, this wrap top, the Vogue wrap top over it, and how that looked together. I absolutely love all styling options for sure. I have not tried it on with my the Vicky So's Lima blouse, which would go well with it, with that lighter tan in there. I haven't seen, I don't know if it will be too long, because remember that top is a bit long, so I don't know that I would want the length of that. I think the length of this top is absolutely perfect where it hits. Anything longer I think would look too voluminous on me. But yes, for sure, love how these were styled together. And this is Vogue, I want to say 1937. I did a full sew along for this, so you can always check that out if you're interested in what I am wearing. But that is it, everybody. Let me know what you think, how it turned out. I know it's a little funny getting in and out of it, right? But like I said, you were gonna have some laughs in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if this is a pattern that you would pick up. And like I said, with the sizing, again, there's quite a bit of ease, but you could technically, because this is how the pattern looks, right? That pattern piece, this is one that could easily be graded up, because all you're doing is coming out on the sides for as far as you need to. And you all know I am not a fan of grading up any pattern to a larger size to accommodate my measurements. That's just not something I'm gonna do. How the only exception I can think of is for something like this, because it's just one pattern piece. You can continue to go out on the sides as much as you need to, and taking into account all this the ease that is built into the pattern. So yeah, I would say that's probably my only exception to the rule of grading up a pattern. Outside of that, she don't grade up patterns. I grade between sizes in the pattern, but I'm not grading up a pattern to fit me. No, I'm not putting in that work. But this will be easy. It's just going out on the side. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you made it. Is it in your stash? Do you think now, okay, I need to make that? Let me know down in the comments. Give me all of your thoughts. Sunday's video was supposed to be my 5th and final look. It's the Mimi G. Let me show it to you because I have it out as one that I'm working on. This one, that is my final look. The Simplicity 9714. I'm doing the jacket. I think I'm going to do a cropped version of instead of doing shorts and not necessarily the pants, but something in between. And plus I'm planning a hack for the jacket, just something small and minor. And so I'm thinking that's probably what I'm going to do. So that, because this is 2 pieces, that probably won't be ready for Sunday. I don't think I have enough time to really get through that. So that might be a couple videos away, but it is coming up. So like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. But Sunday, I'll have something for you. Make sure you stay tuned. I have a few options. And so, yeah, make sure you stay tuned to see what I will be bringing to you on Sunday. But give me your feedback on these, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. You all have a blessed rest of your week. And we will see you on Sunday. Bye.